Yeah. Hey guys, just real quick. So, I've been on Twitter a little bit, and apparently some guys have been on for way too long. DC Draino is now bragging that he got uh, Ken Buck to step down from Congress, that he won't run for now another term. Look, I don't know if you guys know much about the Freedom Index. I know a little bit about it. I can tell you that the index involves actually going through each and every congressman's votes and then determining if they support freedom, the First Amendment, the Second Amendment, all that kind of stuff, right? Well, Ken Buck had a score of 84, which is pretty good, right? Well, DC Draino wanted to get rid of him because he voted against Jordan. Jordan has an 82. Now, I can't vouch for every single person who voted against Jordan, but I know John James voted against him specifically because he was wanting Michigan's military to be resupplied because we were losing all our mission contracts and we're heavily out of basically everything because we've been spending all our time focusing on Ukraine. That's all John James wanted, which is a good reason. A lot of these people endorse Trump. I cannot get on board with this. In fact, I'm done with DC Draino. This guy is insane. He's crazy. He's going after a lot of our allies. He's going after MAGA. He's going after literally anyone, and he's using his Twitter followers as his own personal army, and he's just turned into a little tyrant. I cannot support this crap anymore. It is garbage, man. I'm still voting Trump, but I might throw some money towards John James to make sure he gets back into Congress just to spite DC. Just to spite Draino, man. I mean, John only's got a freedom score about 60. And it was such a pain to get him into Congress in the first place. He ran for senator, and trust me, he would have been a way better senator than the Democrats we have now. He would have been so much better. And I'm just so seriously disappointed. I'm disappointed. This is not cool. It is not cool that he's going after all these guys. I mean, Bacon, yeah, Bacon totally can go. Totally. But, oh my god. I'm going to do more research into it. I'm going to look more into their voting records, seeing which ones are actually rhinos and which ones aren't, since DC Draino obviously doesn't want to do any homework whatsoever on these guys. But yeah, I cannot support all this frickin' mob mentality garbage we're doing. It's stupid, man. I'm getting real sick of these politics right now. We're going after our guys. We're going after people. Like, they went after, like, Derek Chauvin. Like that one hockey player saying that he had done it intentionally. It's like, can we just wait until an investigation? Can we actually look into the numbers? Can we look into the voting record? Can we actually figure out the reasons why they're voting against John James? Why they're voting against Jordan? Nope, we're just going to get rid of all of them. And then, now they're talking about getting rid of the guys who voted against getting rid of Tlaib. And look, I'm not going to defend her. I really do not like Tlaib. A lot of people in Dearborn don't like her. There's an entire faction of the Muslim community that really do not want her as their congresswoman. They want to replace her with someone who actually represents them. So I'm not going to defend her whatsoever, but I'm going to remind everybody that Thomas Massie also voted against getting rid of her too. And Thomas Massie is one of the best Republicans in the House. One of the best. He is a stud. And now they're probably going to try to get rid of him too, just because he didn't vote for getting rid of Tlaib. Why don't you go ask him? Why don't you go get an interview or something? Why don't you figure out why he voted against it? Maybe he doesn't like cancel culture. You know, we've been talking against cancel culture for years now. Years and years and years. And freaking now, they're going to want to get rid of Massie. Because they didn't like one vote that he had. No, man. I'm not getting on board with this. I'm not jumping on this stupid bandwagon. I'm telling you right now, what DC Draino and a lot of these other Twitter keyboard warriors are doing right now, it's misguided, it's not cool, and it's going to backfire hard. Because the more MAGA goes after these guys, and these guys aren't establishment, they're not rhinos. But if MAGA makes an enemy of literally every other faction in the Republican Party, we're screwed. We're done. Okay? Stop it. Stop it. MAGA doesn't rule the Republican Party. There's like 15% of the Republican Party that are never Trumpers. And those are just the hardliners. The real hardliners, man. There's going to be Republicans who are in the middle, who will go with the flow if we just naturally let it head towards MAGA. But if MAGA starts turning into a literal cult and just starts trying to basically eliminate every single person that's not MAGA, you're not going to get a lot of allies. It's not going to work out for MAGA. It's going to destroy the entire movement, and then we're going to be back to square one. And I don't care. I don't care who disagrees with me on that. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. I am telling you right now, to quote a certain chick on an airplane, that if you're going to try to make enemies around every single corner, you are going to screw over us in the long term. It's like the same thing that BCP said, Black Conservative Perspective, that if you don't take the W you have now, instead you try to force a national abortion ban down everyone's throat, like everyone. Specifically, this is in regards to Donald Trump saying that he would not sign a national abortion ban. And a lot of people were like, oh, we can't support that. No, that's not MAGA. We can't do that, man. But I want to ban abortion too. I do. I really, really do. But if you try to force this down people's throats, 2024 is going to turn out like 2022. In 2022, every woman who was afraid that her abortion rights were going to disappear came out and voted Democrat, and we almost lost the House. We barely won the House. Now, we won it by like 10 seats, which is good, but it could have been so much better. And it was all because of Lindsey Graham coming out here with his views that we got to push a national abortion ban, when Trump literally had just come out and said that, yes, now everything's back in the hands of the states. And then Lindsey Graham is like, nope, now we got to bring it back to the national government and then make big government ban abortions. Yeah, that freaked out a bunch of left-leaning liberal women who came out, and now freaking abortion rights are canonized forever in Michigan's Constitution. Maybe not forever, but it's there now, and it's not going away for a long time because of you idiots. Not because of you idiots, but because of the idiots like Lindsey Graham. I'm not talking about my fan base. I'm not talking about anyone that's watching my videos. I'm talking about idiots like Lindsey Graham that were in high positions who decided to push this thing at the worst possible moment and screw over the entire movement. For the love of God, man. If you want to focus on anybody, focus on getting rid of like Lindsey Graham. But Ken Buck, really, Ken Buck? Of all the people, Ken Buck. I'm speechless, man. This is so stupid. You're gonna destroy the entire MAGA movement when you make enemies of literally everyone in the country. Just, yeah. I mean, that's all I gotta say. This was gonna be a short, but I'm going on for 11 minutes now. I'm not gonna go on longer than that. That's all I gotta say, guys. Just, I'm done supporting DC Draino. This has gotten insane. Look at the cat. She's sick of this too. She doesn't want the light on right now, so I'm gonna turn it off. Yeah.